G'day guys, Paul here from Paul Nelson Wines. Just been informed that our 2023 Terra Australis Chardonnay was selected for this month's Fine Wine Club, so very excited about that. Just on the back of crushing here today, and so having a little chat to you guys about this wine. Couldn't be happier about it because we're actually about to harvest our 2025 fruit next week. So great timing to be talking about this wine. So it's a very exciting vineyard. It's the second oldest vineyard in the Great Southern, planted in 1968. It was the original Plantagenet vineyard planted by Tony Smith, so it got lots of heritage. And Chardonnay was one of the varieties planted in that vineyard that has done really well. It gets all hand-picked, it gets barrel fermented or whole bunch pressed back to barrel. Lots of malolactic fermentation, so you're getting all those kind of intriguing layers of texture, that oak integration, and obviously that lovely kind of cool climate acid line as well, which sort of adds that length and linear focus to the wine. To me, a wine that is going to do extremely well with all different types of foods. It's got lots of body and texture and weight, so it can handle kind of creamy dishes, obviously duck, chicken, and I'd even say a nice piece of steak, a glass of this wine, especially on summer day, a bit of rocket salad, parmesan on top, and olive oil, and away you go. So really happy that you guys are going to try this wine. I'm super stoked that you guys have selected it, or it has been selected as the Fine Wine Club wine. Can't wait to hear your comments, and really proud of all the support that you've given us, and can't thank you enough. Cheers to a great vintage in 25, and hopefully you see the 25 Notice Stollens wines and Terra Australis Chardonnays coming at you soon too. Cheers.
G'day Angels, Stuart Bourne from Four Men in a Shed here. We're just about to release the 22 Four Men in a Shed Reserve Cabernet. It's coming in your Fine Wine Club pack. And why is it such a fine wine? So let's deal with something first, reserve. That term is bandied about the wine industry way too much. A true reserve wine is that. It's been reserved from the normal barrels of wine that we've got here. It's literally picking out the best of the best. So for this Cabernet Sauvignon, it is the best of the best. It's a little parcel that we've got that we've always loved. It's very traditionally open fermented, it's soft pressed, and then it's aged in a mix of old and newer French oak barrels for about a year and a half, just to let it soften up. So on release, it's approachable, but if you want to cellar this, I'll guarantee you the next 10 plus years in your cellar with it. What do we love about Cabernet Sauvignon in the Barossa? What's not to love? Cabernet Sauvignon is one of the noblest varieties on the planet, and this is just a great example of it. It's really varietal, it's expressive, so it's got all that sort of touches of cassis in it. It's got some nice firm tannin, the oak's well integrated, it's in the background but you can just see it, and for us it's length of flavour, it's length of palate. So from all of us at Four Men in the Shed, for supporting all of us and for getting naked with us, we can't say thanks enough. Cheers.
Hi, I'm Nicky from Dunnolly, and I'm super pleased that our 2023 Reserve Chardonnay has been selected as part of our Fine Wine Club this month. So thank you so much. This is amazing. The Chardonnay is packed full of white peach, nectarines, a hint of oatmeal. It's got really a lovely acidity, and it's balanced against this gorgeous French oak. So we only use French oak, we use about 20% new, and it makes it balanced and warm and textural. And building texture into a wine is one of the things I love to do with the Chardonnays. I've been making Chardonnay for about 20 years, I know, and 12 of which have been for naked. So Dunnolly is 100% naked throughout Australia, the UK and the US, and we are so proud to be able to make these wines for your angels. We are from North Canterbury, which is just sort of in the middle of the South Island, of an hour north of Christchurch, and the beauty of North Canterbury is it has this beautiful diurnal temperatures, so really lovely hot sunny days and cool nights, so the fruit ripens quite consistently, and it means that we can retain that beautiful acid to have that lovely acid line that is just, I feel, really needs to be part of a Chardonnay. So I can't wait to hear your thoughts. Please reach out if you've got any questions about the wines. I'm so proud, and cheers to you.
Howdy Angels, welcome to our barrel shed where it's nice and cool in here. Now we've just found out that the Couch 21 Shiraz has been selected for the Fine Wine Club. So the next release of the Fine Wine Club will have this little wine in it. Now, the Couch Shiraz, John Couch Adams mathematically discovered Neptune. So we call this wine the Couch. Now, it can have the real meaning, or you can just be drinking it on the couch, whatever you like. 2021, stunning vintage. I think in all my years here in the Barossa, I would have it rated alongside 2008 as the best vintage that I've ever seen. Old vine resource from both Eden Valley and Barossa Valley, and we've also matured it in some of our best barrels that are minimum 3-year air-dried French oak. So it's about 40% new oak and in the barrels for just under 3 years. So it's a really pungently aromatic blend of Eden Valley, Barossa Valley Shiraz, big oak character, big tannin structure, big wine. And you're going to ask me, what food are we going to have it with? But just wait. Okay, so the big reveal. You wanted to know what we pair with the 2021 Couch Shiraz. I'm going to dig me on the tools here. 4-quarter lamb. You're in luck today because it's 4-quarter Friday. So what we do every Friday is we have local butchered lamb chops. So my wife Jill, her father was a local butcher for 40 odd years. And when I first moved to Angaston, there were 3 butchers in the town. Now sadly there's only one. But this is beautiful Barossa lamb that's been finished off on some saltbush, and it pairs beautifully with the Couch Shiraz. So great match and enjoy, Angels. Cheers.
Hi Angels, Adam Barton here. Just managed to kick everyone out of the winery on a Saturday afternoon so I can talk to you about our 2022 Rabbit and Spaghetti single vineyard Grenache. This is a wine which we made in a very, very small quantity, exclusively for the Naked Wines Fine Wine Club. It's from a really special place on a south-facing vineyard, old vines, over 100 years old, in the Blewett Springs sub-region of McLaren Vale. 2022 was a really cool year. Things ripened slowly and evenly, and it was perfect, to be honest. These were picked in April. We gently destemmed it, trying to preserve whole berries, a little bit of whole bunch to try and preserve sort of aromaticity and to give the wine some a little bit of texture and structure as well. But this is it's a beautiful wine, lots of depth, lots of big red fruits, really built to live. It's a wine which has done really, really well on the show circuit for what that's worth. Ultimately, we believe what you guys tell us, but this is a wine which was ultimately runner-up to the wine that year which won the Jimmy Watson Trophy. So that means that the Jimmy Watson Trophy is the best 1-year-old dry red wine in bottle in the country, and this came second to it. Got a 96-point gold medal in the Grenache class, and the other wine got a 97. So read into that what you will, but we're really, really proud of it. It's an exceptional example of the provenance of Australian Grenache, and we're really, really proud of it, and really, really excited to share it with you guys in the March Fine Wine Club. So yeah, love to hear your feedback on this one when you get a chance. Cheers.
I'm here to talk about TITITEA Pinot. So this fits within our Tappy and TITITEA range. Tappy is the tallest mountain in Marlborough, and TITITEA is the Maori name for Mount Aspiring, which is the tallest mountain in central Otago. So you can see on our label here, we've got the picture of TITITEA. And if you've ever been to Wanaka before, it's the mountain straight across the lake when you look out across the lake from the township of Wanaka. So we source the fruit for here from the Bendigo region in central Otago. It's quite high altitude, about 350 metres of altitude, and quite often gets snowfall up in the vineyard in winter, and it's a very steep hillside, north-facing very tough environment for vines. So the 2023 vintage is what you'll be drinking. It was a beautiful year, a La Nina weather system meant for a very dry growing season. Because it's that much further south, La Nina actually means they have dry weather in central Otago, whereas the east coast of Australia and the North Island of New Zealand gets more like rain and that sort of thing when it's a La Nina usually. So central Otago is renowned for top quality Pinot Noirs. This here is no exception. We've hand-picked it. We've given it the best oak treatment. Pick grapes. We then chill the grapes down in fruit bins, and then we process the next day when the grapes are really cold. And as we put the fruit into the fermenter, we'll retain about 15% of whole bunch cluster in the ferment, and that gives us a really nice tannin structure from the stems of the grapes. They provide like a really nice tannin that lengthens the palate and just gives you another dimension to the Pinot Noir. Yeah, a really fun wine to make. It's always last into the winery because it's so far south and it's so high in elevation. It's usually the last harvest we do of every vintage. And in 2023, it came in on the 1st of May. So that's like the first day of winter. So it gives you an understanding of just how cold the climate is down there. So this wine is made from a clone of Pinot Noir called the Able clone, and it's known as the Gumboot clone. That's because it was imported into New Zealand by a customs agent working in the Auckland airport that had discovered some illegal cuttings being brought in by one of the passengers, and it was since confiscated. But this guy was a wine enthusiast, and he decided to put it through the customs process himself. So the story is that these cuttings were actually taken from the Romani Conti vineyards in Burgundy in France. So I would believe that, considering that the quality we get from this clone around New Zealand is exceptional. So when you're enjoying this wine, expect really beautiful lifted aromatics of raspberry through to cherry, dark cherries, and touches of smoke and a bit of tobacco leaf. And then on the palate, it comes through with that dark cherry on the palate and really good lasting length of flavour. It goes really well with any red meat dishes, particularly lamb or venison. And my favourite as well is also duck breast with roast potatoes in duck fat. So it's a beautiful wine for really hearty meals in winter, but it can also go well with some lighter dishes as well if you're wanting something a bit more simple. It should age, I think, for at least 10 years. If you can keep it that long, you'll be doing well. But I think 2023, it's just starting to open up now. So you're coming to it at about the right time to really enjoy this wine.